Hey, welcome to the 5 to 9 Hustle. If you like to thrift men's clothing for quick flips and bread and butter sales, you're in the right place. I've got a great haul video for you. Doing things a little bit differently this time, I'm calling it a haul after the fact. So all of this stuff was thrifted on March 11th and 12th, and I filmed the haul footage on March 12th, but I'm posting it today on April 4th. Throughout the haul, you'll see screenshots of what things are listed for, or if they've sold, what they sold for. And we've already sold about a third of the items we thrifted, and we're about 3 weeks and 2 days out. So that is perfect. So go ahead and find that like button. You're definitely going to want to use it. Let's get over to the haul. So let's get started. First thing, this is Polo Ralph Lauren. It's just a pair of swim trunks, and I mostly got it because it was cheap, and just the bright floral pattern is going to be your next best thing to color blocking and spell outs and big logos on Ralph Lauren swim trunks, but their swim trunks do move quite well. Obviously going to move better in season. All right, this is Nike Pro. Nike Pro and Nike Pro Combat sell better than just plain Nike, and this is a pair of compression shorts, and also got that for $2. Which is great. Should sell pretty quickly, maybe around somewhere in the 20 to 25 range. Probably 20. Got two of these. Two of them. It's FootJoy. And I'm pretty cold on FootJoy, especially the polo shirts. They're not fast movers. Unless, everybody knows if it has a Titleist logo on it, if it's co-branded with Titleist, then yes, buy it. It usually sells fast. Or if it's co-branded with somebody like Scotty Cameron, yeah, sure, buy it. But like your standard FootJoy polos, even in bigger sizes, they just don't tend to move as quickly as you would like. So, but these are mock neck turtlenecks, and they're XLs, and they're huge. And there's two of them. So when I search for FootJoy mock neck, or did I do turtleneck or mock turtleneck in the store, it looked to me like there were about twice as many sold as listed, and anywhere from 20 plus shipping up to 30. Although most of what was sold was long sleeve, and these are short sleeve. But I thought we're coming into spring weather followed by summer. It seems like there's demand for the turtleneck, so we'll see if those being short sleeve hurt them or not, but they're identical, they're in perfect condition, and they were $2 each, so we'll take the risk. This is, these are Columbia, they're nylon, belted nylon shorts, 100% nylon shell. They're lined, so it's like a swimsuit, basically. I've sold plenty of this same thing. It's like around a $20, $22 item usually. No condition issues, bright color, and light to ship, and only $2. So we'll take that. This is really cool. I always seem to find some cool vintage stuff at this one particular store. So make sure you know this tag, the white Nike tag with the red swoosh. That is a vintage tag. Some items with those tags will be made in the USA. This one is made in Thailand, but that's like a late 90s tag, maybe early 2000s too, but it's a vintage tag. So this is also like a swimsuit. It's black, but look at the back. Whoa! Giant Nike swoosh on the back. So I looked these up in store, and people were getting as much as $50 and $60 for that same pair of swim trunks, except a lot of those had color blocking. Like it was one color under the swoosh and a different color above the swoosh, and the swoosh would be yellow or blue or whatever. One person had the black one listed for like $75 or something like that. But I'm probably going to start it around $49.95 and see what happens, which would be a great return on $2. And then the last thing I got there was this LL Bean jacket. And it's XL, it's green, and it's a rain jacket. It's a 100% nylon shell. Actually not sure what I'll get for this. Could be around 25, could be 30 or 35. I'll have to look and see. But I know in LL Bean, a nylon rain jacket should be an okay item. That was $4. If you want to up your knowledge on LL Bean in particular, check out the LL Bean Reseller Deep Dive that I will link right up here for you. All right, the next store, pretty much directly across the street, also a local thrift. This one is even smaller. They recently redid their prices into a color code system based on the barb they put in the tag, and it goes like $2, $4, $6, $9, $12. I think the top one's $12. So it's getting harder to shop there because they had a Nike Pro Combat tank top, and they had that at $12, and so I left it. But I grabbed the tie for $2. It is Joseph A. Bank, which I wouldn't normally thrift, but this one is new with tags, and it is also long. And there are people that shop for long, extra long ties in particular. I say it's new with tags, but they have this rubber band around it, which probably make it all wrinkly, but whatever. And then this store, they had a basic Robert Graham button front shirt at $12. And had it been one of the super wild, crazy ones, I would have thought about it. But the basic ones, I would never pay $12 for. But this just goes to show you why you need to know your stuff. And even if thrift stores figure out what to price up, they can't know it all. So that Robert Graham shirt that would have been a terrible buy at $12. Then they had Mizzen in Maine, the green tag, the green barb was $6. And it's new with tags. Oh. Mizzen in Maine, pretty much 100% pickup on shirts anytime you find them. That's a home run. I have to narrow in my research, more specifically, but I'm guessing around $60 I can get for that, since it's new with tags, so that's fantastic. And then this I wasn't totally sure on, just because I couldn't find anything on the brand, and it's got tweeds in the name, which is really hard to search for because of tweed fabrics. But you see the embroidery there, it's pure cashmere. So it's 100% cashmere quarter zip pullover. It's a nice orange color. Has no holes, which is hard to find in cashmere. And I thought it might fit me. It fits pretty well, except in the stomach. It's clean a little bit more than I would like. Later I Googled the store, and it's like a menswear store somewhere up in the mountains. So it's like kind of like a private label thing. But being 100% cashmere and a pretty good looking sweater, I wouldn't be surprised if I get $30 for it, maybe 35, something like that. If it was a known brand, I would get more. And then this I did pay $8 for. It's 511 Tactical. It's a concealed carry shirt. These shirts still sell very well. So it has this breakaway feature where you can reach in behind your pocket and your shoulder holster or whatever and get your gun out. This one is also vented, and it just looked to me like it was in basically brand new condition. And then when I was up paying for it, I noticed it still has this plastic thing in the collar. So it's pretty much new without tags. So that should be a good score there. All right, that is the last thing from those two stores. I'm going to cut so I can take the next haul out of the plastic bags and not be all crinkly. All right, so next stop was my local Salvation Army. It was 99-cent day on like blue tags or white tags or something. I didn't get a single 99-cent tag, but I did get a bunch of pretty cool stuff. So I bought an Under Armour t-shirt for $3, but it is the Rock Under Armour collaboration. They call it Project Rock or the Rock Project or something. So I thought that would probably sell. I didn't look it up. I took a flyer on it, which you'll be able to do more and more the more you do this. You get to where you can kind of tell what might be worth money and what might not, and sometimes you're right and sometimes you're wrong. But, all right, next, this is a brand you should know, tags being curly. This is one of the few times that I'm going to pick up Wranglers, but see what it says in red there, Riggs Workwear. So these got my attention on the rack because it's a denim shirt, and I always check out denim shirts. Riggs Workwear, I'm familiar with from their cargo pants, which sell incredibly well, and for really decent money for used cargo pants. If you want to up your game on selling pants or just need to know what kind of pants to look for, I have a video for that too. But this was $5. It's a large, which is an okay size, but there was 4 of them all in a row. So being that it was denim shirts and Riggs Workwear, I looked them up. They appear to be selling for anywhere from, say, $20 plus shipping up to $25 plus shipping. So say like $25 to $35 kind of range. Though they're also, they come in a flame resistant version that looks like it goes for more. So I'm thinking I'll probably get $25 to $30 each for those, or maybe do some kind of lot strategy. They were $5 each, so I was happy with that. All right, next I got something weird. This is Adidas, and I just don't even know what it is for. It's got some cool kind of striping or whatever you want to say. It's very thick, it's very heavy. It has the 3-stripe sleeves. It was $6, so probably overpaid for that. And it's Clima warm. And I don't know, I mean, the tag looks older to me. I'm just not even sure what to call it or what that shirt is used for. So we'll see how I do on that. All right, here's a rule of fabric. All right, so Johnny O is a good brand to pick up sometimes. So there were 2 Johnny O button front shirts there. One I bought and one I left behind. The one I left behind was just a standard cotton shirt. This one, I don't know if you can see there, it says Performance. This is a nylon spandex blend, which makes it a performance fabric or a performance shirt. People love that kind of stuff. So somebody that likes this brand and wants the performance shirt will pick that up. Probably around 25, maybe even 30 bucks. All right, then we got some pants. Ooh. Now, Levi's is something I wish I knew more about. It's one of my things I would have put more time and effort in the beginning to learning. So I'm trying to get more into it now. I got 2 of these. They're 502s. And this one says Levi's Performance. And these are black and they don't say that, but they're also 502s and they're the same size. So looking up both Levi's Performance and then Levi's 502s, they seem like a pretty decent buy as far as how quickly they sell and for the money you can get. They were $6 each and hoping to get around 25 plus shipping for each pair. There's that. I have another Wrangler item. I probably should have looked these up, but I didn't. It's Wrangler FR. And the FR, you can see there, flame resistant. That's what it looks like when you go down the rack. I'm pretty sure I've sold Wrangler FR before, but just in general, I've sold plenty of flame resistant clothing. Carhartt makes a good bit of it. It's usually something desirable. It's something that's expensive to buy at retail. And then you have to go wear it in an environment where it's going to get trashed quite often. So it is something people will pick up pre-owned. And those are in really good condition. So we'll see how I do there. Now this is a good example of why Google's your friend, and you don't want to always just only comp on eBay. So this is this weird, this was with the swimsuits, and this in the front is very heavy. It's like a giant Velcro fly kind of system. And I just wasn't exactly sure what that was, what kind of shorts these were, or what they were for. But it just seemed like the type of thing that might be something. It has these big spell outs all around, you know. There's one more smaller one there. But I'm looking on eBay on my phone, and I'm typing in like Sprivel, like SPRAIVL, and I'm getting like no results or one result. And typically when you find, when you do a search on eBay for a brand and you find like no results like that, it's one of two things. It is a complete no-name brand that you should just instantly forget, or you've got something wrong. So I Googled Sprivel, and Google said, did you mean sprawl? So it's not, it's just a like stylized W. My brain wasn't picking up on that. Sprawl. So they're like fighting shorts. They're like MMA shorts. And it looked to me like I could probably get 30 bucks for them. And they were $3.99, so I picked them up. And now this is the home run of the Salvation Army trip. You look for that. Look for this dog right here. Okay, brand is Rhoback. On the rack looking at it, I actually thought I've looked this up before. It looks familiar, but it must be something else with a dog I'm thinking of. Because I comped it. It just feels really nice. It's performance fabric and all that. They made a special note on here, you know, designed in America, like they're trying to be fancy. So I comped it on eBay. There's like 35 or 36 listed polo shirts in this brand, and over 250 sold. So absolutely flying. As soon as you can list it, it's selling. And prices, sold prices, anywhere from $50 to $79 on a used polo shirt. And this was $4. I don't know what the deal is. 'Cause later when I got home, I went to their website, and you can buy their shirts from their website for between $84 and $89. So not sure why a used one is worth $60 or $70. But they did have a ton of patterns available. So I just think maybe they do very limited small runs. I don't know. Maybe certain patterns go for more than others. I don't ask questions though. I just list it. So that's a home run on a polo shirt for sure. And then last and least, I went to my local Goodwill, which is just always trash. I rarely do well there. I got 4 things this time, which is like pretty good for Goodwill. But I was in a buying mood, and I made some questionable decisions. All right, so this type of plaid you should know. So this is J. Crew Mercantile. I don't exactly even know what that subline of J. Crew is all about, but I've sold it before. So it's a flannel. I'm gonna do a video similar to the what kind of pants to buy. I'm gonna do what kind of shirts to look for, and flannel's gonna be one of the items. But it's a flannel, and this pattern is called this sort of classic tartan plaid. This is actually called Black Watch plaid, and it's extremely popular. People are very drawn to it. I've sold tons of stuff in this pattern. And this just looked to me like the type of thing that someone would get on Poshmark, or someone will give me $22.95 for on eBay. You can move a little bit of J. Crew on eBay. It's a medium, but the pattern and that it's a flannel is what drew me to that. And then Hanging right next to it was another one. Similar plaid pattern. J Press. This one you won't be able to see because this tag is so faded, but this is like 55% wool, 45% cotton. So it's wool content. It's black watch plaid. It's a flannel. That has a lot going for it, and it appears to be vintage. So J Press, I know, is a suit maker. I've never seen their shirts, and I'm not exactly sure how to price this, where to price this at, but it had so many things pointing in the right direction that I picked it up. All right, next, this is a Link Sole. It's a small golf brand, and apparently it's part of John Ashworth. I don't know if they are rebranding. I would never buy Ashworth, but I've bought Link Sole golf pants before, and they sold very quickly. So that familiarity with the brand led me to pick up the shirt. It's a long sleeve polo shirt. It feels very nice. I probably should have comped it though. I didn't. I just bought it. Some brands you can sell anything you find. Some brands, just because the pants sell, it doesn't mean the tops will sell, and vice versa. So I probably should have looked that up, but I didn't. And then that was it at that Goodwill almost. I had a cinch shirt that was really nice, but it had like a weird feed company embroidery on it that was just huge. So I put that back. They had some Levi 501s. They weren't vintage though. They were older. They were made in Mexico. Just didn't see the sell-through on it. So as a last-ditch effort, I went over to the jackets to see what kind of jackets they had, and this was hanging with the jackets. You can almost, yeah, you can see through it practically. It's a mesh pullover, and it is Fox Racing, and that is a great brand to pick up. This would be even better if it had like a giant logo on the front, or sometimes they'll have Monster Energy logos on them. This is probably some kind of sponsor deal. It's got this zipper pocket in the back. That should be a solid 25 bucks or something like that. And because it's mesh, it's super light. The size was XL, so it had a lot of stuff going for it. And that is it. That's the haul. Now we've got a lot of photography and listing to do, but that's exciting. It's nice to get good inventory in that you're excited to list. I know a lot of this is going to move very quickly, and for me, that's the name of the game.